All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to again with a brand new video. I'm just gonna go with the player ratings. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Oh, excuse me, I had to go and do something, but I'm back for this, and I'm just gonna crack on with this. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I'm hoping you guys can crush that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you allow people to notice this video as best as possible. Um, but as far as what we're going to do now, this is my Arsenal player ratings for the game against Spurs. And your boy hasn't calmed down, I'll be honest. I watched the game, um, and to be honest with you, this is my honest take as to how I saw everything go down. If you have a different opinion, cool. But this is what my honest take is. Hi, X2. I hope you're good. Please do hit that like button as you come into the chat. All right, let's get into this. First things first, Bernd Leno. He did make a number of good saves, and I want to make that nice and clear before we get into this. He did make, in the second half, made two really good saves that I remember at 1-0 down. However, to me, making the spectacular saves is all well and good. But, how on earth are you making a mistake like you save it and you don't at least push the ball one way or another? And it seemed to take him like an age to get the fuck up and react to the rebound. Like, to me, I thought that was a normal drill of a goalkeeper. You get down, you get up. You get down, you sprint up. I was really disappointed with his reaction there. Really disappointed. He did make some good saves that kept us in the game, and it's important to remember that without those saves, we may have lost that game, and ultimately, we did not lose that game. I'm not going to give him a 6, but I'll give him a 5 out of 10. But it's purely on the basis he made some good saves after the fact. Because otherwise it was going to set to be a lot lower. He has to do better. And that's the worry with Bernd Leno, because as uneventful as some games he can be in terms of, things are nice and calm with him, he's not had a clanger, the worry is there is this side to him. And that's my big concern with Bernd Leno, is he is capable of dropping a clanger. He is capable of making a mistake. And and part of you guys might say, "Oh well, everyone can make mistakes," and that's true. But to me, I just think I'll give him a 5, but I want to give him lower. But he did make some crucial saves at 1-0, so I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Anything mentioned Niles? I didn't really see him, to be fair. I think he did okay. Tried to combine as much as possible with Pepe. Tried to support Pepe as much as possible. Give Pepe that outlet, if you like. He was there without really being spectacular. And I agree with CJ Jackson in the chat. I'll give him a 4 out of 10. This is where it's going to start to be brutal. Let's go with Socrates. I know I banged on about Luiz, and I think people thought I missed the mistake of Socrates. He was at fault. Not only was he at fault for the goal, actually, he kept constantly getting pulled out of position. And this is why a lot of people don't understand why I've said with Socrates that he, in an ideal world, would be first ultimate to 2 starring defenders, because I think when you play Socrates for a lot, it's almost like, to me, it was a complacent performance today. And I've seen a lot of you guys put 5 in the chat room, 4 in the chat room. Actually, I'm going to go as far as to put 3. I thought he was really bad today. And he doesn't deserve more than 3. So I'd give him a 3 out of 10. His teammate, David Luiz, to me, I will mark him worse. And the reason I'll mark him worse is although, yes, people say it to me, he did make a couple of decent interceptions late in the second half. Yes, he absolutely did. But I thought in the lead up to the goal, when you see that Socrates is fucked up, as a defender, your first thing should be, let me drop off, let me try and hold this ball up so that my teammate can recover and get back into position. Instead, he went and attacked the ball, completely missed the guy and the ball, and then jogged back. It was literally a carbon copy of that Liverpool goal. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys want him to be successful so badly. I'm going to make a bold call now. He ain't going to be. He ain't going to be. This is another Petr Cech situation waiting to play out. Double Agent Louise gets 2 out of 10 from me. Come on, I don't give a damn. There's only one player I'm going to mark worse than that. 2 out of 10. And he gets the 2 out of 10 purely on the basis that he made 2 good interceptions, one of which I actually thought was key in us at least drawing the game. But 2 out of 10. Kolasinac, this one is difficult. Because actually, I thought he was a constant threat down that left-hand side. He was constantly pushing. He was constantly trying to make things happen. My biggest issue with Kolasinac in an attacking sense is this guy. Just watch him. He never looks up before he crosses. Not ever. He'll get to the byline and his first thought is look at the ball, cross. Look at the ball, cross. There is zero composure. Zero composure in key positions with Kolasinac. And that's my issue with him. I think defensively, we were left exposed. Song had a field day today, particularly when he switched to the right-hand side. He was constantly causing us problems. And that is Kolasinac's side. I can't wait for Kieran Tierney to come back. We badly need him because I think he'd be a much more balanced player than Kolasinac is. He is what he is, man. He's just a limited player, and I don't see him getting any better. But he did offer constant options down that left-hand side, and actually I thought was one of the key components of us getting back into the game. If I'm being fair, I don't rate him, but if I'm being fair, he was one of the constant driving forces in that game. So I have to give him a 5 out of 10. But he just has glaring flaws in his game that I just don't like. But I have to give him his due. He kept constantly pushing, constantly moving. And as CJ Jackson says, I guess the thing is he's just not a left back. He's a left wing back at best. And that's his problem. So yeah, I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Let's move into the middle. Let's go with Lucas Torreira. If I'm being honest, and I said this during the stream, I didn't think Torreira had a good game. I didn't. I did not think Torreira had a good game. I know that Torreira seems to get a lot of passes with people because he's Lucas Torreira. With me, you won't see me give passes to people just because they are ex-person. You know, I actually thought Lucas Torreira constantly got pulled out of position. He looked lost in that midfield for quite a while. I'm not surprised that Henry hooked him off in the end. He didn't look fit to me, which is a little bit of a concern. I would have hoped he'd be fitter by now. But yeah, that was a worry. I didn't really rate his performance there. Again, I saw somebody there say 6. Listen, guys, you are all welcome to your opinion. To me, I think 5 is generous. I'd give him a 4. If I'm being honest, I'd give him a 4. I didn't think he was that great. I'm sorry. I did not think he was that great. However, he was a fucking 10 when you compare him to Granit, the liability, Xhaka. And what disappoints me about Emery's comments is he liked Granit Xhaka's performance today. I don't know if that was just his way of protecting the player. I don't know what that was. But I was highly concerned with the the comments of Emre after the game. If we won, you would say different. You clearly don't know me very well, my man. You clearly don't know me very well. Because people are very much tell me sometimes that when we win and I go in on a player, people don't want to hear that shit. You really don't know me very well, my man. But with Granit Xhaka, I didn't think he was having a good game before the penalty. But I thought the penalty was at such a crucial point in the game. When 1-0 down, don't do anything stupid. It's not a disaster if even we go in half time 1 goal down, as we showed. It's not a disaster. But to put us at 2-0 down, I just thought was just what the level of irresponsibility it takes. This is a man who supposedly wants to be fucking captain. And this is the mentality he shows. This is why I'm so dead against it. Forget the fact that I don't think he's good enough. He doesn't have the temperament for it. He doesn't have the mindset to be a captain. You want your captain in that situation to calm a situation down. This motherfucker is going to escalate it. Because he doesn't know how to bear. He panics. And when he panics, his go-to is, oh, well, let me go 2-footed in. Of all the fucking places to go 2-footed in, you decide, oh no, I'm a Doris, so I'm going to do it in the fucking penalty area. It doesn't make any form of sense. I'm so angry with this fool. I'm going to give him a 0 out of 10. Because actually, normally I give a point for people playing the first half and second half. Actually, it would have been better if he wasn't on the pitch. So I'm going to give him a 0 out of 10. Fuck him. He is not my captain. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Honestly, fuck him. I've had enough. I'm done with this guy. Done with this guy. Just to think every time I remember him, we pick this motherfucker over fucking Kante. Oh my gosh, pisses me off. Again, by comparison, then you look at the player that I want Xhaka to be. I thought Guendouzi was absolutely immense today. I thought he went about his business quietly in the first half, was quietly doing this thing. It got hid under the fact that we were losing the game. But I remember, if anyone asked me at the time, I actually thought Guendouzi played pretty well in the first half. In the second half, I think he just kicked on. He looked like someone who was one of the very few people on the pitch that actually understood that, oh yeah, we're in a derby. We're in a North London derby. Let's turn the fuck up and turn it the fuck up. He was absolutely fantastic. I know a lot of people are complaining about the fact that he can't finish. Actually, to me, as a central midfielder, do your basics first, then worry about the goals. And I think all the basics boss that midfield to me. Did you even see NWE? I didn't even see him. I couldn't tell you who was in their central midfield. Absolutely bossed it to me. And I'd give him a 9 out of 10. I thought he was fantastic. Best game I've seen Guendouzi have, actually. Best game I've seen him have. And actually, with the exception of the Liverpool game, I don't care what you guys say. This is just my opinion. With the exception of the Liverpool game, I actually think Guendouzi has had a good start to the season. I'm really encouraged by what I see from him. He looks calm, he looks composed, he looks controlled. My issue with him last season is he always looked that one step behind, which was a bit of a fucking concern. But actually, it looks like he's ironed that shit out and he looks ready. And I'm really happy with what I see out of Guendouzi. So yeah, for me, I gave Guendouzi a 9 out of 10, and 100% easily was our man of the match. It ain't even close. Easily. Let's go with our attacking three. Nicolas Pepe. I see all the comments. I'm seeing all the bars. The French Pepe sorry, the French Gervinho is the bar that I see the most. Motherfucker, both Gervinho and Pepe both played and play for Ivory Coast. So shut him out. And if you're going to insult him, do it right. Pepe, it's difficult this one because he got an assist, I thought it was a good assist. I thought it was a clever assist. And he was a constant menace. But my issue with Pepe is his selection at the moment is a bit off. And he does hold on to that ball maybe 1 or 2 seconds longer than he should. Now that could just be a case of he doesn't realise how quickly the pace of the league is, and as time goes on, he will learn to release that ball a little bit quicker, pass that ball a little bit quicker, use the people around him a little bit better. It's going to be a final product issue, and I know people, when you mention the term final product, people hark back to Iwobi, incidentally, who scored today for Everton. But I still think Pepe will come good. I don't think this was a good game for him, if I'm being honest. I preferred what I saw last week from him. But the one thing I will give him is he was always involved. He wasn't shy to get on the ball. He's one of the few ball carriers we do have. So yeah, for me, I'm happy enough that I see enough in him that in 3 or 4 games I'm expecting him to be up and away. To fitness, this was his 3rd full game as an Arsenal player in the Premier League. Just give him a minute. You watch what happens. But if I'm being honest, I'd give Pepe. He got an assist, so I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Otherwise, if it wasn't for the assist, I'd probably give him a 5. Lacazette, I slightly disagree with people. I slightly disagree with people when they say that Lacazette was amazing the entire game. Actually, until the goal, I actually thought he was pretty quiet. But the goal was a fantastic goal. I mean, it really was a fantastic goal. And I thought it was key. It was key. I mean, you even heard Joe talk about the fact that, without that goal at just before half-time, Arsenal probably go on to lose this game. That he believes that goal was so key. And just the technical difficulty of his second touch in that whole sequence before the goal was crucial. Because it just took the player out of the equation. I think it was, what's his name? Not Osvaldo, Vertonghen. Just took him out of the equation, and then he licked the shit out of that with his left foot. It was an excellent, very well taken goal. Very, very well taken goal. Gosh, this one's difficult. So Guendouzi was a 9. I don't know if Lacazette deserves an 8. So I'm going to give him a 7. 7.5. I'll give him a 7.5. Aubameyang, I thought. Well, speaking of which, Guendouzi also gets his 9 for his assist, which I thought was happy fucking-less. Beautiful. Just got the ball in the centre of the park, hit a lovely little drift over the top of the defence, and then a toe poker for Aubameyang. See, I remember that because I'm about to talk about Aubameyang. And if Ozil had done that, people would be jizzing all over the place. So you've got to give Guendouzi his due. In terms of Aubameyang, I actually thought Aubameyang did pretty well. In the sense that I think he kept plugging away, wasn't given a lot of room. It was very clear that they're terrified of him. I'm starting to realise with Aubameyang, he is our Mo Salah. He is our Van Nistelrooy. He is our striker who, throughout the game, won't necessarily do much. But you can rely on him that when the opportunity, that he will keep plugging away and eventually he will get his goal. That's the one thing I will say for him. And I think having a striker like that is very valuable. Very, very valuable. So for that reason, and thank you, Itsu, I 100% agree with you. Thank you for the donation, my brother. For that reason, I'm not going to give Aubameyang an 8 like some of you guys have just said. But I thought his goal was so crucial. It was a well-taken goal. It was a clever little goal as well. Just getting his foot in and directing it with his studs. Excuse me. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Quickly, just to talk about our 2 substitutions, because For some weird reason, Emre didn't use the third. I thought Ceballos came on, made a little difference. My only thing with Ceballos is sometimes he overplays the ball a little bit. But I thought once he came on, there was a little bit more energy in. We saw a little bit more creation there, a little bit someone trying to get the ball from the midfield to the defense, sorry, to the attack a little bit quicker. And I actually thought made a little bit of a positive difference once he came on. So I'm not going to give Sabas an 8. I saw someone just give him an 8. I'm like, wow. I'm going to give him an 8. I'll give him a 5. I don't think he did enough for a 6. I'll give him a 5. I did think he made a difference when he came on. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Mkhitaryan, like someone just said in the chat, you can go tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned. As TW said in the chat, you can go tomorrow. I know the deadline is tomorrow. Just didn't really do much. Had a couple of opportunities to create something, grab a winner. That's the thing. Arsenal fans are probably too forgiving. And if he had made a difference where we went on and won that game, and he had a couple of opportunities himself, and to me, that is the definition of a player that goes through the motions for me. I'll give Mkhitaryan a 3 out of 10. I didn't think he was great. Emre, to me, I'm going to give Emre a 2 out of 10. Here's why. I know we drew the game, so people will think that's harsh. I didn't think the team selection was the correct one. I felt that he didn't react to the danger quick enough, in the sense that you make a halftime switch, you bring a Ceballos on at halftime, and who knows, you get a goal, it's 2-2. We have longer to try and force them back, because we were all over them in the second half. Fucking hell, the damn shots to possession ratio, compare it to theirs. I think we had 26, they had 13. Like, we were all over them in the second half, but we just didn't give ourselves enough opportunity to win the game. And then by the time Lacazette got himself injured, and then we had to bring Mkhitaryan on, we'd lost firepower. Whereas if we'd bought someone like a Ceballos on when the 3 guys are on the pitch, who the fuck knows what would have happened? But yeah, to me, I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10. He gets the 2 purely on the basis that we didn't lose the game. But I just felt like, to me, I'll be honest, I'll be real. I recognize I'm being harsh. This Granit Xhaka problem is getting on my fucking nerves. And if you want me to be honest, that's the main reason for his 2. Whatever it is, expose yourself. Expose the news yourself. Tell us what it is. Do you shag sheep? What is it? You like a little PVC? I don't know, you like being whipped by girls? Whatever it is that Xhaka has over you, that he must start every single fucking game, just let us know. Let us know and relieve yourself of this demon so that we can move past this. Because the idea that Granit Xhaka just waltzes his way into this team is incredible to me. And then you have Emre, he has an opportunity to say he was not happy with that performance from Granit Xhaka. Do you know what? Forget anything else. How the fuck is Xhaka meant to know if you never ever you never have the opportunity to say, you know what, I wasn't happy with this performance, or at least it wasn't the best. Do you know what? I feel like kicking this Itsua guy out. My man's mouthy as fuck. I feel like kicking him out. Getting on my nerves. But yeah, he has the opportunity to say, you know what, it wasn't his best performance. Maybe I can give. We'll work together over the next couple of weeks, and we'll try and see if we can smooth out his performance in the future. Because now, and it's sad to say, I've seen people on Twitter say they hope that Granit Xhaka gets injured during the fucking international break, so he's not fucking hauled into the team again. I mean, imagine people fucking wishing that. My gosh. That's the situation that we're in, because Emre just insists. that this guy is undroppable. And I actually think he's more of a liability than fucking Mustafi. I fucking said it. I said it. He's more of a liability than Mustafi. Ah, crying out loud. And people telling me to calm down. You calm down. Come off my line. Calm down. Anyway, it is what it is. We ain't gonna sell him before tomorrow. So I guess we just have to deal with it. But to me, I don't know. I think this international break for the very first time has come at the perfect time because it just gives us an opportunity to regroup, refocus, and get our shit back. And now that we've got a couple of the tricky games out of the way, maybe we need to start to go on a run and start to build something for ourselves. Because at the moment, these performances are unacceptable. I want to see more of Rob Holding. I obviously want to see Kieran Tierney back. I think the one that might be a little bit more tricky is the Hector Bellerin one. And the Hector Bellerin one, he's been out for so long that might take a little longer. But I want our fullbacks back, and maybe we could defend a little bit better as a unit, so that we can then focus on what we need to focus on, and that's just sharpen our finishing. I don't know. To me, I'm at a loss to explain what's happened here. And yes, I know, I get it that we didn't lose, but actually it feels like a loss because we should have beaten them. They were there for the taking. We put it on them and we couldn't drag ourselves over the line. And that's a little bit of a worry to me. So we'll see what happens. You guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, please crush, please destroy, please drop kick that like button. I appreciate when you guys do that. I am thinking about doing a late night video with Chig, but it's more likely going to be tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll do a video and we'll either talk about this some more, talk about Granit Xhaka, or talk about the transfer window, whatever it is you want. Leave it in the comments so I can do a video on it. And please do hit that like button. There's 40 of you guys watching. Thank you very much for that. But please do drive that like button through the roof, because if you've already subscribed, it gives you an opportunity. It gives people an opportunity following your like, new people you haven't discovered me, to discover me. So do hit that like button. I appreciate it. All right, I will probably do a video around the close of the transfer window, which I believe for most countries by 7 o'clock tomorrow, most countries will have closed their transfer window. So make sure you do. Yeah, VP is typically, unfortunately, YouTube likes fucking with my notifications. So I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case. So sorry about that, bro. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow to do a transfer video. I'm just gonna calm the fuck down. So yeah. Oh, we'll play Would You Rather tomorrow. I promise, TW. We'll play Would You Rather tomorrow. All right? All right. I'm out of here. Take care. Deuces.